Hello everyone, welcome to Grammar Class 101, and this is Giovanni, your host for today. And in this lesson I will share to you the meaning of an idiom or idiomatic expression. Idiomatic expressions and idioms are totally the same thing. So here I will provide you an example of idiom and its corresponding meaning of the phrase or the idiom itself. So, guys, what is an idiom? It is an expression which has a meaning that is different from that of the individual meaning of the word. Meaning, an idiomatic expression is a phrase that has its corresponding meaning. In this lesson, I will provide to you the exact meaning of the idiomatic expressions. Let's go. So, to get on. Number one, first idiom is to get on, meaning to enter or to board. Okay, so for example, first sentence, I always get on the bus at 34th Street. Okay, we have here get on. Okay, get on, meaning to enter the bus, to board on the bus. Yeah, that's it. So second is Ben gets on the subway at the same station every morning. So we have here gets on. Why it becomes now gets on? Because in the subject verb agreement, Ben is singular, so it's the same thing. The agreement is the same. So first singular gets on, gets on the subway. So meaning to enter or to board. Second is to get off. What does it mean to get off? We have it here to leave or to descend from. Okay, examples. Helen got off the bus. Helen inside the bus and she got off the bus at 2nd Street. We have here got off, meaning to leave from the bus or to descend from the bus. So in here, second is at what station do you usually get off the subway? We have here get off, okay, meaning to leave or to descend from. Third is to put on, to place, meaning to place on oneself. It is said particularly on clothes. You're wearing clothes. Okay. Notice in here we have letter S, then asterisk. Here, meaning the phrase is or can be broken or can be inserted with a direct object. Okay, I will try to explain that later. Okay, first example, to put on. Mary, we have here Mary subject, put on, the past tense of put. Okay, Mary put on her scarf and left the room. Okay, left, put. Okay, put on. Okay, so in here you try to observe the subject verb agreement as always. Subject verb agreement. Okay, put on meaning to place on. So as her scarf, Mary's scarf. Second is, why is John putting on his hat and coat? We have here putting on, because the put is a verb. You can turn it into a progressive tense by adding ing of the verb putting on. Why is John putting on, or why is John placing on? Yeah. Here, third, put your hat on. This is what I've said, that if the idiom has letter S and asterisk in the upper right corner of the letter, is separable. The idiom is separable, meaning we have this to put, and in between hat, this is the direct object, then on. Okay, meaning the idiom is separable, meaning we can put an object between the idiom. Put your hat on. Okay, that's what it means by letter S and the asterisk. So put your hat on before you leave the home. Okay. Fourth, or number 4, to take off. To take off. Yes, to take off. Meaning to remove. To remove, it is said also of clothes. So, number 1 example, John took off John took off his hat as he entered the room. So this is our idiom in here. Took off means to remove. To remove his hat. Okay. As he entered the room. Number 2 example. Is Helen taking off her coat because it is too warm in the room? We have here taking off. Or is Helen removing her coat? Instead of saying removing, we can use idiom taking off. Is Helen taking off her coat because it is too warm in the room? Okay, that's it. So number 3, take off your sweater, or take your sweater off, because the idiom is separable. So we have here take your sweater off in this warm room. It's imperative. It's a kind of sentence that is commanding someone or somebody to take his or her sweater off. Okay? So as I've said, if we notice here, if the idiom has letter S in asterisk, meaning the idiom is separable and we can insert a word or object between the words. Okay, number 5, to call up. To call up, what does it mean? Meaning to telephone. And we have here asterisk, letter S. Number 1 example, I forgot to call up Mr. Jones yesterday, although I promised to call him up, because the idiom is separable. We can insert him exactly at 3 o'clock. So meaning, we have here, I forgot to call up, or I forgot to telephone Mr. Jones. I promised to telephone him exactly at, just like that. Okay. Number 2, we have, did anyone call me up while I was out? We have here, call me up. Call me up. So, as I've said, the idiom is separable and the object is inserted in here, me. Okay? To call up meaning to telephone. Telephone. Number 6, to turn on. What does it mean to turn on? Meaning to start or to begin. And we have letter S asterisk in here. It can be break or it can be separable. Yes. Number 1, please turn on the light. We have turn on the light. This room is dark. Turn on. Number 2, someone turn on the radiator in this room while we were out. So we have here turn on. Start. Start. Do you know who turned it on? Do you know who turned it on? We have here to turn it on. It. Okay. Next is number 7, to turn off, meaning to stop. To stop, to terminate, to extinguish. If there is a burning, the fire is burning, to extinguish, you can turn it off. Yeah. Okay. Number 1, shall I turn off the radio, or are you still listening to it? Okay. Turn off meaning to stop the. Shall I turn off? Shall I stop? Shall I stop the radio? Please turn off the light. Yes. Stop the light. Turn off. Instead of saying to stop, you can say turn off. We do not need it now. Okay. Number 3, shall I turn the oven off? We have here, this is separable. We can insert an object between the oven. Okay. Shall I turn the oven off? Okay. That's it. Number 8, right away. Right away. It's still an idiom, meaning immediately, here, at once, here, and very soon. Very soon. So she says that dinner will be ready right away, meaning immediately, right away. Or, can William come to my office right away? Can William come to my office immediately? So instead of saying immediately, right away. Okay, that's it. Number 9, to pick up. To pick up, meaning to take, especially with by using our fingers. Using our fingers to pick up. It's still S with asterisk, meaning separable. Number 1, John picked up the newspaper which was on his desk. We have here pick up as form of the verb pick, picked. Okay, pick up. Okay, pick up the newspaper which was on his desk. Number 2, why didn't you pick up? Why didn't you pick up that pencil which lay on the floor? So we're using our fingers. Pick up. We have here pick up. Number 3, I would have picked it up if I had noticed it. So pick it up. Separable, so we can insert an object in here. It. Separable. Number 10, at once, meaning immediately, very soon, right away. Okay, it's same thing. So example number 1, you have here, he asked me to come to his office at once. He asked me to come to his office at once. Okay, immediately, very soon, or right away. Okay, I want you to send this telegram at once. I want you to send this telegram right away, immediately, very soon. So at once, you can use at once idiom. Number 11, to get up. To get up, meaning to rise, to move from a lying or to a standing position. And again, to get up is separable. Separable. Example number 1, I get up at 7 o'clock every morning. I get up. Okay? To rise. Or, what time does your brother usually get up? Okay, get up here, get up. And the man was so weak that the nurse was unable to get him up. Get him up. We have inserted him, our object, because it is separable idiom. Okay, and I think this is last at first. Okay, meaning originally, right, in the first instance, at first, originally in the first instance. So at first, he seemed to find English very difficult, but later he made very good progress. So at first instance, instead of using that, we can use at first. Okay, at first, meaning originally or in the first instance. Then second is, at first I thought it was John who was telephoning to me. Okay, at first I thought it was John who was telephoning to me. So first instance, that's it. So guys, I hope you have something, or you have learned something from this idiom, this basic idioms in English, and we can apply it in our day-to-day conversation or in writing. Okay, guys? So, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Mabuhay Mindanao, and see you in my next video.